Okay, after a very long time, Pramod, very good afternoon, Pramod. After very long time, I have been seen. So 12 people whomever attended for classes from final years. I don't know. So what happened during these days? Okay, let us see. So our attendance is being sent to the university on regular basis by yesterday onwards. Of course, yesterday my class was not happened because of lack of internet connectivity in Machala. However, so we'll see in the previous class we have come across MIME, and this class also a very little class, very small class because SIMME is the last and final topic of this particular unit. So last class we have seen MIME. Now we would like to go through so SMIME, secure mind, how this could be evaluated. Let us have a look here. And this could be used for this particular service will be always used to send the commercial emails from one end to another end, or one person to another person. Commercial in the sense, don't think otherwise, because commercial, if you heard that particular word commercial, you maybe think that only for business kind of purpose, not like that. So any kind of email service today, many email services are available today, so all those email services must be commercial email services only, but they are free. So you could have free access to that particular services. So that is why this could be applicable on commercial kind of emails only. However, let me explain this one here. This service will be include one specific point here, application slash PKCS7 slash MIME. What do you mean by PKCS in the sense? So PKCS will be public key crypto systems. Let us see this one. Cryptography specification. Sorry, public key cryptography specification. So okay. So finally, SIME, S-Mime is always trying to provide some kind of security while you have to transfer or send any mail from you to your friends. Okay. So it has been provide some kind of public key cryptography specification here. What do you mean by public key? In the sense, this public key will be intended to that your mail ID. Your mail ID is so public key, and your password is your private key. Password could not be known to anybody, but your mail ID shall be known to everybody. So therefore, so it could be public key will be always taken into consideration as your mail ID. Okay. Now, as I just quoted that it has been provide security for commercial emails. And what are the components of this one here? What is the components of this particular thing here? Let us have a discussion here. And this MIME, secure MIME is provide some kind of security based on so this particular RSA algorithm. I'll show you what are the certificates which your web browser will be so satisfied. I'll show you each and every point. You just pay attention towards today's class very closely. Okay. And what are the functionalities which are being there with you in your particular thing here in the sense. So the data which is being sent by you will be under so envelope mode. Envelope mode in the sense they will be packed together. Your public key and your actual content will be packed together, and it will be sent to so your recipient here. Okay. And here you maybe have encrypted content, and the encryption key could also be packed together, and they will be sent to so one or more recipients. So previously in MIME only one-to-one communication could be there. So one user could be sent a mail to only one user. But right now, you could send from one user, you could able to send approximately so 500 people. So you please observe this particular point here in 499 actually, it is not even 500. So 499, for 499 people at a time, you can send the email. Okay. So one or more recipients, you can send a mail here. So that is the first functionality which is being available with the secure MIME. The second one is signed data content type. Let me show you how this will be happen at the end of this class. How this signed thing will be gets happened here. Let me show you. So it will be provides the integrity of data. Integrity does means data could not be lost anymore. No data is being lost here. So the data what you are trying to send to the recipient, that must be sent in a proper way by encrypting using message digest, that is so hash using hashing functions. It has been so digested and it will be sent to you or sent to the recipient without having any loss here. And this could be sent through zero or more number of side operations. Okay, let me show you this particular point at the end. One particular animation is there with me. I'll show you. Okay, then followed by clear the signing data. Clear the signing data in the sense, so after receiving your mail, you have to so apply for digital signature. Don't consider digital signature in the sense a signature will be supplied to the mail. Don't operate something like this. Digital signature does means your password, your password. So soon after open your yes, open your mail, you have to enter a password to that. That password entering is called as the digital signature. Of course, nowadays you have two-step digital signatures and for three-step digital signatures are available. So all those things will be comes under digital signatures only. Okay, that must be verified. Then only you have to access the content what was sent by the sender. Okay. And then second, the next functionality will be signed and so enveloped data. Both, I mean, both sides, the data will be signed. Signed in the sense you have to apply for so cryptographic algorithms. What kind of cryptographic algorithms you have to use? Let us have a look here. Okay. So there are many number of cryptographic algorithms can be required for SMIME for our browser. Let us have a look here. So if you want to create a message digest and if you want to do your digital signature, you must require so SHA. Voice is not getting in the sense. I am clear at my side. I am clear. Today everything has been set up properly. So voice is as it is clear from my side. Is it okay right now? Is it okay right now? I don't know whether it is. Okay. So if you want to create a message digest, or if you want to do some kind of digital signature, you need to have SHA. Okay, already we have discussed what is a SHA here. If you want to perform this encryption from the digest or digital signature, so the receiver must be available with the sender. It is available at the sender side, whereas the receiver must be provided or have a support to have MD5 and digital signature schemes, DSS, and RSA encryptions also. Your all these certificates must be installed with your web browser. Otherwise, you could not open them. Okay. So encryption session key. Sometimes session keys are supposed to be used because your account will be gets open continuously. So then the session keys are being activated out there. Then using session keys, your data will be encrypted or decrypted here. For doing this kind of business, what exactly you require? Diffie-Hellman key exchange algorithm must be supported by your browser, and also RSA must be supported by your browser. I'll show you each and everything. And the encryption of message from transmission with one-time session key, OTP, something like that. OTP in the sense a two-step kind of what do you call entering your password. So your password will be entered during enter into the mail. So it may be sent some OTP to you people. Previously it is OTP. Right now it does send some signature authentication authority will be sent to your mail. Your mobile, so that it could be authenticated and it could be open over there. doing this particular kind of operation, triple dash is required and AES is required and encryption RC2 by 40 is required. So it is not there actually in our syllabus actually. So we have discussed what is DES and we have discussed what is AES also. Okay, all these things will be get supported by you, by your browser, not you, by your browser. And to create message authentication code, so you need to have HMAC. HMAC is required and SHA-1 will also be required here. All these things will be required. All these things will be required while doing some kind of operations here. Let me show you. Let me show you where exactly this will be. Where exactly this will be. I'll show you. So for this one, go to open our any browser, whatever the browser it may be, you just open it and go to settings. And then within this particular settings, you have to identify privacy and security. Privacy and security. You have to identify privacy and security. Here it is. Open this one. And here you could have one particular point here. That point could be, let me show you. Yeah, security, safe browsing and security, something like this. Open this one. And here it could be open security. Thereby, at last, you can identify manage certificates, HTTPS certificates and SSL certificates. So you just open this one. You just open this one. It will be enter into this pop-up here. Okay. Within this particular pop-up, you could see. So intended purpose will be all certificates or secure email certificates. You could. I don't know whether it is visible to you or not, because it could not be. So do more than that. I think Control E. I think snipper. Okay. You just open this secure email kind of purpose and go for so intermediate certification authorities. You can see. You can see all these are certificates. Okay. Kokomo RSS certificate and disease certificate global CA G2. So SHA-2 certificate and then RSA certificate and many. So X3 certificate, PCA 202010 certificate and many certificates are there here. So ECC, so USCRT trusted ECC certificate authority, all these things are available here. And you could have, when these certificates are expired, you could have the data also. Okay, RSS certificate. Kokomo will be, yes, this is Kokomo, Komodo, not Kokomo. Komodo will be so available up to 35/2020. It is already expired. So probably Google browser must be, Chrome must be given. So one more certificate for me especially. It is up to 28, it is up to 23, 24, 31, 30, 21, and so on and so forth. You have many number of certificates for intermediate certification authorities. And go for trusted root certifications. So you could see there are many certificates are available here. If you don't have, if you disable all these certificates, you could not enter into browser and you could not even open your email or open any kind of other websites also. So I believe that everybody have some kind of idea that every let me close this one for a while. Every if you consider any kind of website, that particular kind of website will be shows you some key here, some particular key, which is a secured kind of website. This is a secured kind of website. Okay, so if you open this one, yes, it is secure. It could not access any cookies. It could not access any other so malicious elements into your computer. Sometimes you could see not secure. If it is not secure in the sense, all these kinds of certificates have not been satisfied by that particular website over there. If you open and have to check out all those things, you could get idea about that particular security and not security. You could observe while browsing one or two particular kind of websites. It is not secure. It is not secure. Something like this, it will be displayed over there. So if you don't have any SSL certificate properly, all these certificates cannot be there with you. Okay. So like this, you have many number of certificates. All these certificates must be satisfied All these certificates must be satisfied. Then only you could able to perform proper browsing throughout your web browser. Not exactly this particular browser. You could also see Edge. You could also see Edge. In Edge also, same kind of things will be available. In settings, go to settings, privacy, where it is, privacy and services, and then you could go through at the last security and privacy. Okay, if you have any problem to identify, yes, here. So certificates. If you apply certificates, so here manage certificates, manage HTTPS and SSL certificates here, and go about this one. Same kind of certificates will be taken into consideration here. You could see with any browser you can install. I have installed approximately 3 browsers. All these 3 browsers will be satisfied the same kind of certificates here. Without having these certificates, you could not access the browser here. So however, if you want to perform some kind of operations through email, so secure MIME kind of email, all these supports are required here. All these supports are required here. Necessary certificates must be installed in your browser, then only you can perform. Okay. So I told you in the previous, just this one here, signed data content type, how this could be gets happened here. Let us have a look here. Let us have a look here. Look at this. Look at this. Okay, how this could be gets happened here. Have a look this one here. Signed data content type in the sense you have taken some kind of content, whatever the content you are expected to send to your friend. Yes, it has been taken into consideration. If you want to send for some 200 people or 300 people, every person does have their own hash algorithm. So before receiving, so every algorithm will be hash algorithm can be get separated on that one using your signature of your mail ID, that is public key. This is actually public key here. Sorry, private key here. I'm sorry, private key here. All these private keys will be taken by that particular algorithm, and they will be attached. And likewise, it has been sent. Okay, likewise, it has been sent. In this way, the signed data will be sent into consideration. Actually, the signed data will be available with only pure commercial. Pure commercial in the sense some mail IDs which will be comes to you with their own domain, something like this, Newton, NUWTON, .ac.in, something like this. So CSCHOD at the rate Newton.ac.in, something like this. It will be available something like this. For this particular kind of thing, signed data content must be gets available. For Gmail, public kind of operations, you could not have this particular signed data content type cannot be available. Only for this kind, it has been available something like this. Okay. So this is what for today's class. Tomorrow we will discuss. Probably today